welcome to Community Connections. I'm Marnie Yule, your host. Glad you're joining us today, along with Eddie and Mark here in the studio. Great show for you. Lots of things going on as we push towards the end of September and what's happening right after September, October, the fall, pumpkin spice, and all things good at that, what I love about that time of year. So my first guest is Ben Naz. He's the co-owner with his beautiful, fabulous wife, Sasha, owner of Fusion of Movement.
That's it.
And I've been working with Ben. He's got a production coming up that he's working on in November of Grease with all the kids. And of course, you know, there's some token old people in that. But it's a lot of fun because nothing gets you inspired to be creative and enjoy life than being with kids having fun. And you must feel that every day at Fusion of Movement.
Yeah, we do. We choreographed it. We Go Together last night. So a big kind of dance number, production number. Was a lot of fun. And the whole show was just full of production numbers. So
you're not going to want to miss this, and we'll be talking about it another time, but all I have to say is Ben knows what he's doing when he's herding kids and putting it all together, because it goes from, you know, just scrambling around to actually something that's ready to go in front of an audience. It's absolutely amazing. So hats off to you.
Yeah, thank you. It comes together. It's like herding cats at times, but you put an audience in front of them and they just zip right up, and it's always good.
Yeah, well, you're branching out right now, and one of the things you're involved in is the Little Black Dress Inc.
Yeah.
It's a women's playwright production of one-act plays that have been written by women and submitted and then vetted and selected to be produced on stage. And in this case, there'll be readings, staged readings, but Ben is directing one.
Yeah, I'm directing Pay It Backwards, which is kind of a interesting little one-act about doing things because they need to be done, not because you're going to get acknowledgement for it.
Yeah,
so it's a fun one. We've got our first rehearsal for that coming up on Thursday. So that festival's 4th, 5th, and 6th of October.
Right.
Coming up, yeah.
And the theme is, and Tiffany Cason Murphy was the founder of this, and she lives now out of state, but still coordinates and makes it all happen here in Prescott, because we were the first ones that hosted this. And the theme this year is Swimming with Giants. So again, there are plays written around that theme on whatever creative avenue it takes you. And these women are very, very creative. So it's open to the public, and it's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the Friday evening performance is from 7 to 9, and then Saturdays from 2 to 4, and they'll be held at the First Congregational Church on Gurley Street. And then on Sunday, you can then again see performances. They're from 2 to 4, and they will be held at the Prescott Library, Prescott Public Library on Goodwin Street. So, some opportunities to see some very creative writings. Now, Ben, are you also acting in?
I don't think they ended up needing me for that.
Okay,
so I'm just directing one. The cast list went out. There was some talk that I might need to fill in here or there, but I think they've got it fleshed out for what they have. So I don't think I'm in any of those.
And how many are being produced? Do you know?
It's like 8 or 9.
8 or 9,
something like that. Yeah.
Great opportunity to see some creative works that are being produced for the first time by some outstanding women playwrights. And kudos to Tiffany Cason Murphy for bringing this all together. They found that the majority of plays that are produced are written by men, and not a lot of them by women. So this was an opportunity to put those forward and share them. And some of them have gone on to win awards, including Tiffany herself. So
I did read for a couple of them, and they're good. It's gonna be fun.
It's crazy. So again, this is also made possible through the Prescott Arts and Humanities Council, the City of Prescott, and Prescott Artist Path for their generous support to make this happen. And it's a great event. Again, Little Black Dress Inc. staged readings, which means the lines aren't memorized, but you rehearse to get familiar with it.
We get them so that they can just use that piece of paper as a guide.
As a guide,
so they're still jumping off the page and
acting.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to see acting.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
going to be good. Okay. Again, that's Friday, October 4th, Saturday the 5th, and Sunday the 6th. And for donations are at the door. There's no charge to attend, but you can be generous and give from your heart. And you can call 708-9508 for more information. A lot of the topics, these women are a little crazy. Some mature themes, just recommending that, this is not necessarily kids' show. Wait and come and see Grease.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
So what else you got going on?
Well, I've kind of found myself in a position to, I'm actually managing The Grinch.
You're managing The Grinch?
I'm managing The Grinch, yeah.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas?
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, yeah. He's one of my clients now. So if you want the Grinch at a Christmas party, if you want the Grinch to show up and deliver flowers, if you want the Grinch to whatever.
That's kind of
you
like an
think of.
oxymoron. The Grinch delivering flowers.
Yeah. Oh.
That mean old
I
Grinch.
can't guarantee what the flowers will look like when they're delivered, but we have a lot of fun with him. So if you're interested in that, you can call us at Fusion of Movement. That's 928-775-2520.
Right.
If you want to hire the Grinch. We've also got our Junior Olympic Archery Development Program. The new session is starting on the 30th of this month. It's Monday night classes that meet at 5:30. That's 7 years old and up.
Right, okay.
But we've got 2 level 4 coaches that really know what they're talking about as far as the archery. So if you want to improve your shooting or get involved with that, that's also happening. Dance classes are in the process. Those classes are forming now. So we've got our full dance program is up and running.
Hip hop,
Everything.
jazz.
Yeah. Tap and we have a Mommy and Me class now that's really fun for the 18 months old and up.
How fun.
And they
Yes.
get to actually dance with their kids. So that's really nice to do as well. And then our Kempo program, as always, it's American Kempo, and that's a program that's been maturing for 3,000 years, and we just continue it through master teachers.
And you teach that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that.
I do.
This is a jack of all trades, a master of many, many, many hats.
Right.
Very
We hope.
talented.
We hope master of all, yeah.
And again,
I mean, master of some of them anyway.
well, I believe in you, Ben. I believe in you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Fusion Movement is located in Prescott Valley on 2nd Street.
Yep, 6401 East 2nd Street, 928-775-2520 is the number. Call. We get free classes for free fitness. Your first fitness class is free. First dance class is free. We actually offer 2 free weeks of Kempo, and I think our archery instructors are doing free archery now for the first class, so you can just come try it. We got a lot to offer. Play zone for the kids. It's a great place, great community.
It is a great community, and we talked a lot about the kids, but there's adult classes, fitness,
Yeah.
dance, and we keep trying to work with them, put on that ballroom class. We need some numbers, ladies and gentlemen out there.
If you wanna do ballroom,
little
we've got a
ballroom
great-
dance. I know
Yeah.
Dancing with the Stars is starting up again on TV, so if you're ready to put on those shoes and do a little dancing, come on out.
We have a highly qualified ballroom instructor, he's an adjudicator, so he actually goes and teaches the teachers.
Wow.
So if
there
you've
you
got,
go.
if you want to get involved with that, give us a call. We can hook you up there too.
A little bit of everything. A total family environment at Fusion of Movement.
Yep.
Your phone number one more time, Ben.
Yep, 928-775-2520.
And Swimming with Giants, the Winner's Circle of Women Playwrights, is Friday, October 4th, Saturday the 5th, and Sunday the 6th. Call 708-9508 for more information. Ben Naz, Fusion of Movement, Master of All, thank you for joining us here.
you
Community
very much.
Connection, short break. We'll be right back.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything.
I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor.
If making my detox public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
They were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
And hello, everybody. Welcome back to Community Connections. My next guest is Chuck Abbott, who I will have to say is single-handedly putting on one of the most fun events we have in Prescott Valley, and that's the Balloon Fest coming up on Saturday, September the 21st.
Correct.
Hey, Chuck, and I say that he has a committee and he has people helping him, but he's the face and the leader of it, and you're doing an amazing job.
Well, thank you.
So this is was last year or the year before? Last year was the first year that you've been bringing them back. We've had balloons in Prescott Valley, but you had this idea of trying to coordinate so many parts of it. And you said, let's focus on the glow.
Yeah.
And do a one-day big event, with the glow at the end.
Sure.
That highlights the whole evening. So that was last year.
Right.
Total
right.
fun.
Yes, it was,
Tons of fun.
It was a huge success for us. So we learned some things from it. You can't help but add band and some beer, you're going to have some fun here in Prescott Valley.
Yeah, that's right. And food, you bring in
And
you bring
the food,
little,
yes,
little
yes, we
food
do.
there, and then light up the sky with the balloons.
Sure.
So this is all an event that benefits the Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters, our Prescott Valley services.
Correct.
And as many people know, we have so many kids in Prescott Valley that are waiting for bigs, and a lot of them are waiting for Big Brothers. And so this is an opportunity to bring the community together, share the message of Big Brothers Big Sisters, and perhaps maybe recruit some bigs out of it, bring the
Exactly.
littles to have some fun, and bring the community behind to support it.
You bet. No, Big Brothers Big Sisters is going to have a good group down there of bigs and littles, and it's we've been successful in the past of providing them with some funding for Prescott Valley, which they say is our biggest city of need in Yavapai. So we're fortunate to be able to have an opportunity to help and have fun. So we're good.
So let's talk about what the day looks like. Starts at 2 o'clock.
Starts at 2
Afternoon.
o'clock. We're going to have 3 bands that day, but at 2 o'clock we're going to have the Fun Zone will be open. And Mary Fuzinski has some plans over there for the kids to have fun. I guess, did I say free?
You said free.
Free. Everybody's going to be able to share in the fun of the generosity of the commerce around Prescott Valley. That helps us put that on our sponsors.
Right.
So we're tailoring the first of the day for bring the family, get them to the fun zone. Mary will take care of them, and then go over, sit down, shade, have cold beer or some wine, and we'll have bands starting at 2 and I
Going
think
on through
4
the
and
evening?
6. Yeah.
Oh,
going
okay.
All the way through 6. Yes.
And different bands will take the stage.
Right, Sky
As the
Daddy and the Rock Pops are going to start us.
Rocks.
Pop Rocks.
Sky Daddy and the Pop Rocks.
You would-
Rock and
he's
roll.
going to be hard. He's going to be upset with me. Anyway, yes, that is
That's
true.
okay. I'll keep you online.
Thank you very much. And we've got the Mud. Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I
I'm
do.
not going to ask you any questions that we may kind of,
Yeah.
well,
yeah,
think
yeah.
about it. All we know is, throughout the day, we've got 3 bands,
Truly
music,
Reckless,
food
some
trucks.
We've got food trucks out there. Got some nice vendors that are coming up. They were there last year. Tie dye, paint the fingers, paint the faces. So a lot of that stuff, and plenty of ice cream and treats for the kids. And we're really fortunate this year to talk a little bit about our sponsors. Is that we've had a number of sponsors I could go through, but Affinity and Kia this year has stepped up for us big time, and Billing Solutions out of Prescott. All these folks are just, and I could go on and on, just a number of generous people to help us put this thing on, and we hope to have them sponsor this going forward, so we have every year have a good balloon fest that we can count on.
And then when we talk about that, going through the afternoon into the evening, so about what time do they start firing up those balloons for the glow? I mean, I know a lot of people have to plan their day, and they're saying, well, I don't want to miss that.
Yeah, no.
I walked
good point.
inside and missed it last year. I'm not leaving this year.
Good point. And as always, Rich Gillette and Noel has handling the balloons for us. The weather is such a factor. So a little wind, a lot of wind. Last year, we had such good weather. It went up, I think, around 4 o'clock, 5, they started putting them up. So we're going to have 10 this year. Huge balloons downtown. So that'll be a spectacle in itself. But, again, based on the wind, certainly by 6 we have to have them up, and then we go through the glow as the evening gets on. And I think the band and the glow people are going to do a little pop rocking themselves in that. So it is always a fun. And again, we've got some celebrity people coming down. The mayor's going to come down and help us out. I understand you're helping us out, Marnie.
Yeah. I don't use the term celebrity, but I'm there to work and help out.
Yes. Well, we're trying to get as many town people down to meet the people they
Sure,
serve.
come on out and join us.
Exactly. So they'll be serving some beer, some wine, and again, this will be a lot of fun. Eating.
Food trucks, eating.
Nice auction. We got some great auction items. People can pick up some very nice things.
So you'll be having a live auction at this
Yes,
that
yes.
night
We
too?
didn't tell you about that.
Yeah, you're holding out on me. I'm just saying. Y'all be a big surprise.
Yeah. No, we'll have that right before the third, second and third band. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of fun and surprises there in that last couple of hours we had. When those balloons go up, people get pretty excited.
Yeah, they do. So all this is being held where? We want to make sure you know where to go.
Oh, yes. That is a good question. Where is downtown Prescott Valley? Well, we're helping that.
knows
We're
where it is.
helping that. Last year people found out where the entertainment center is downstairs. And it's such a beautiful area, so we've got, again, we're going to have the products from Affinity and Kia down there to show you the latest campers and sport utilities. So that it'll be right around the fountain and the pond area.
Right.
Across from the golf course, little putt-putt. People know the...
Down from Harkins.
Yep.
Across the street from those brand new apartments that have just been built.
Very
And we
good.
were saying those
That's
people
right.
living on those second and third floors have a bird's eye view of
Yes,
watching
they
that
are.
glow.
They'll be looking right at us. Some
front
balloon.
row seats.
Yes, no, that'll
That
be
came
terrific.
with part of the lease option,
Yeah, the
You
ones
get the
in the
balloons.
west get a little surcharge. Yeah, no, it'll be awesome.
So other than the food and the beer garden, most of the activities and the event is free to the public.
Yes.
And come on out, support Big Brothers Big Sisters by participating in the auction, but just come out and spend the afternoon
Well,
with us.
certainly. Like I said, we got chairs, tables, so you can get comfortable out there, listen to some good music, and again, hopeful, pray for a good day,
It's going to be a good day.
and bring the kids and take them over there to the fun zone. That is the best.
Saturday, September the 21st, starting at 2 o'clock, 2 to about 8 o'clock. Come on downtown Prescott Valley in the Entertainment District. It is the 2019 Rotary Balloon Fest happening. So thank you, Chuck Abbott, for joining us.
Thank
We'll be
you.
right back. Short break. More here on Community Connections.
Community Connection.
Food. It nourishes, brings us together, and adds flavor to life. That's why it's important to wash hands, surfaces, and fresh produce. Keep raw meat, poultry, and seafood separate from ready-to-eat foods like fruits and vegetables. And cook to proper temperatures using a food thermometer. Enjoy! And refrigerate leftovers within 2 hours. For more tips on safely preparing foods, visit homefoodssafety.org.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
We're the Census Bureau. We measure America. Every day, not just every 10 years. We measure change in our jobs, schools, infrastructure, healthcare, and more. So if you receive a survey from the Census Bureau, please participate right away. Your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community are counting on you.
And welcome back to Community Connections. Joining me now is my dear friend, talent extraordinaire, and director, coming up for Prescott Center for the Arts production of Anything Goes, Sandy Vernon.
Hi, good morning.
And along with Pam Kennedy, who's the choreographer for the show. And if you're familiar with Anything Goes, there's a lot of tap dancing and a lot of dancing going on. And so that's a challenge in itself. So welcome, Pam.
Thank you very much, Marnie.
I'm going to jump to Sandy. Let's talk about Anything Goes.
Anything Goes. Opened in the, well, it's about the 30s. There's a cruise from New York to London. And people come on board expecting, they're like going to Disneyland. I'm going to have some fun, boy. Look out. Get out of my way. But he's with her and she's with him, and he should be with her and they should be over here. And And so there's some Marx Brothers to it. There's some farce to it. But it's all, and the gangsters, of course. We have Randy Faulkner's the gangster with the heart of gold. And it's all set to the music of Cole Porter. You don't get no better than that.
No, you don't.
So I think I think of it as a love letter to the 30s. The way it was in the movies, probably not the way it really was, but you know, the golden age of Hollywood. And there's just so much fun. We have a wonderful cast. They're very funny. April Manchester Miller is our diva. She's singing the heck out of it. We have a live band.
Really?
Yes, and Pam's done all the tap, and her husband Stepan Oleksin has done the Fred and Ginger stuff.
Wonderful.
So
How
it's
fun.
wonderful.
So there's a great mix of styles then in this
We
show.
have a great team that works well together, and so
Yeah, our
that's
crew
really-
is,
yeah,
you know,
our crew.
lights and costumes
Yeah.
and makeup and hair, and then Ed Gates has built a beautiful set.
Well, tell me about the set. I heard it just kind of came into port.
It looks like, yeah, it goes from stage left, up left to down right, and it looks like it's moving.
Uh-huh.
So Nolene Patterson has painted some waves on the ship. He put side rails up, and then there's the main part of the ship on the planks, and then there's a second story, which is a first-class stateroom for our English lord,
Okay.
played by Brian Moulthrop, who is hilarious. You got to come just to see this wonderful cast.
I think just to see, well, this is the first production for Prescott Center for the Arts' new 50th anniversary
That's right.
season. So
Happy
it's
birthday.
really kicking it off in a big way
Big
with
way.
what so many people love is the musicals.
Yes.
And they're just so entertaining, and it keeps you going, and you walk out tapping and humming to the music, and especially when you talk about Cole Porter, which, like you said, it couldn't get any better than that.
And
so
it's a family-friendly show. Everybody come and bring the family. It's long for kids, but it's really, really funny.
About how long does it run?
Oh, probably 2.5.
That is
Typical for a
not
musical.
bad when you've got a musical that things are happening at any given time and move so quickly.
That's true, and it includes intermission.
See, there you go.
So there you go.
It's not
There you
long
go.
at all. So now it's going now, right?
We open Thursday.
The Thursday,
The
and
12th.
then it goes through how long?
3 weekends. And we have a couple of Wednesdays this year because of ticket sales being so good. And our Wednesday performances, we have an understudy for April Manchester Miller. The role of Reno Sweeney will be played by Judah Neese.
Oh, okay.
If you've been around at all, you know what a big talent she is. It's such a young woman, too.
Yes, she just graduated high school last
yeah.
year.
I know.
And, the
But
daughter.
now she's a college kid.
Yes, she is, and extremely talented. Let's see, she played in Guys and Dolls last year.
And Fiddler.
Yeah,
And
she did
Fiddler
Kiss
on
Me
the Roof.
Kate. We just finished choreographing that for the summer. So
The
that
team
was,
project
she was in
this
that,
summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a great job.
Yeah.
So tell me some of the challenges, Pam. I always wonder about a choreographer. I'm going to ask you, because I watch these dance numbers come together. I say, how do you come up with those ideas of who moves where and when, and your vision? Do you see it in your mind? Because I don't.
Well, absolutely. You see it in your mind. You take the music and the era that you are trying to portray within your choreography, and then you have to also work with the stage, or I should say the set designer, Ed, to see what the set's going to be like, so where the spacing is going to be, how much space you're going to have to dance, and where you're going to put them all. So that becomes a challenge sometimes, especially when you have a big crew of tap dancers, and we have, I think, 14, something like that. And it's interesting because some of them have been tapping a long time. Some of them are pretty much beginners, and they've all had to step up to the performance level so that they can even it all out, like even out the playing field, even out the performance field. And they've all done that. They've all worked really, really hard for the tapping, because it's just amazing how, what the timing has to be like and everything. But you come up with the different ideas, and you change those ideas once you get on the stage and go, this is not working so well. We need to move over here. We need to do something. So you have to just coordinate everything along with the set, the era that you're going with, and just the style of what tapping looked like back in the 30s as opposed to what it looks like now.
Okay, so you actually do it for the era. That's what my next question was. Is like you can tap now, or you can tap the way it looked back in the 30s.
Exactly, and you've got to make it look like it came out of like Ruby Keeler era or whatever, So yeah, So that becomes a challenge.
And
But-
several of those are from Prescott Valley, aren't they?
Oh, yes,
There's
yeah.
a tap club here in Prescott Valley, and several of those ladies are in our cast.
Really?
And no performers work harder than dancers.
Oh,
You know,
don't they?
just,
You've done
let's
a
do it
great
again.
job.
Okay, let's do it again. Okay.
What's that? I saw that T-shirt. We're gonna do it one more time. Oh no, not really.
That's
20 more times.
exactly it. I was just going to say that. Like going one more time. They go, is that for real this time?
I really mean it.
No. So they don't. Anytime I say that, it's like, oh yeah, one more time. Mm-hmm.
Also, in addition to that, Sandy, it's up to you to create that whole picture of people in and out, what's going on, leading into a dance number, leading out of a dance
Yes.
number.
Putting it all together.
And putting it all together. And
Because our rehearsal process has been, Stepan has worked with the young leads doing the Fred and Ginger stuff, and Pam's at the tappers, and then I'll be, while I'm blocking the actors in their scenes, and that was the first month or two.
Right.
And then the last couple of weeks are, now we have to put it all together. Well, what about this? Well, then we got to do that. And
Right.
last night we added the live band.
Oh,
Which went very well, and
that's kinda
you know,
neat,
so
yeah.
tonight really, Wednesday night for press night is the first time we'll have the wigs and the hair and the makeup, because you know that we don't do that all the time.
everybody thinks that you have all this time to rehearse, and actually sometimes you don't even hit the stage until a week before performance, or you don't see your costume until 2 days before.
they're still coming in.
Because you're just working on everything leading up to it, but then when you put it all together,
Especially with
It's magic.
everybody's a volunteer.
Right.
Right? And people are busy.
Scheduling.
So you get them when you can get them.
right? So this is Anything Goes, Prescott Center for the Arts premiere first production for the 50th anniversary season, directed by Sandy Vernon. Anything Goes, and you can purchase tickets by going to 445-3286, 445-3286, or pca-az.net. You can go right online, buy your tickets, purchase them,
Pick your
load them to
seats.
your phone. You can do any of that kind
Very
of stuff.
slick.
This is not a show to be missed. There's 12 performances, a combination of Wednesday, Thursday evening times, matinees,
Yeah,
you
14.
name it, you can see it. Thank you, Sandy.
Y'all come.
Kennedy,
Thank
come
you,
on out.
Marty.
Anything
Thanks,
Goes. We'll be right. No, that's it. Okay, you have a great 2 weeks, and we'll see you at Anything Goes here. Thank you for joining us.